Good morning, everyone. So, today I decided to just do a regular video blog, and I'm going to be doing these randomly just to kind of give some advice and walk through this journey with you guys. I really want to make my blog a place for conversation, for support, for all of us to kind of advise one another. And you know, for me, it's just kind of like the recognition that we're all in this together at different parts of our journey. So today, I don't know if you could tell that I literally just woke up, but this morning I woke up and I think I did what a lot of us do, especially being a mother, being an entrepreneur, being just a creative mind. And I think some of you have probably experienced the same thing. I woke up with worry. My mind was going crazy. I'm starting a new project with this charity event that I do. If any of you have watched my May Cause Miracles web series, you know from the very beginning that I had this big stressful event that had just ended, and for some reason I'm doing this big stressful event again. Being sort of a student of life, if anything stresses me out or if I have an issue with it, I really like to tackle it head on and try to relieve myself of the emotional attachment that I have to that. So I'm doing this event again, even though it stressed me out. And I woke up this morning with stress and worry, even some regret. And I wanted to, what I usually do when I have this experience is EFT. And I really like to keep a practice of EFT that I have not been doing. I did it like 2 days ago, and I felt really great. I mean, the day just sort of seemed to work out on its own, and I felt just content and at peace. And you know, that for me was the result of doing this EFT. And I also did meditation that day. They say, and I'm like the poster child for this, they say you should meditate. I don't know if anybody's ever seen this. You should meditate for 20 minutes a day. And if you're too busy, you should meditate for an hour. And that's sort of my experience right now. Is I think in my mind, oh, I'm too busy to do this. I'm too busy to sit down for 5 minutes. Moms do it. We don't put ourselves first. So what I'm going to do, what I figured I'd do is I'm going to do EFT on myself anyway. And I figured why not share it with you guys. If you don't know what EFT is, I'm not an EFT practitioner. I've said this before, I'm just an EFT practicer. But I love it. I'm someone that, not that I have issues with visualizing, but what I have issues with when I visualize is focusing on those visualizations, because my mind is always all over the place. Just being a creative mind, which doesn't necessarily, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm really trying to work on accepting my crazy creative mind, and that creativity just comes to me like manically. So I'm just trying to accept that and not resist it, but also sort of get clear on some things. So what EFT is it's similar to acupressure. You can look up, my favorite practitioner is David Childerley. He is on, I think it's mygenie.tv, and he's on YouTube. And I really love him. He's got a British accent, and I think it's really funny. and he says, smile because you can. And it just makes you, it kind of lifts your spirit just hearing his very easygoing British accent. And he does really powerful EFT sessions and makes them really easy and simplistic. And I love his take on the ego And he actually just added me to his Google Plus circle because I share so many of his, share and like and comment on so many of his videos because I really love him. So look him up if you want to know about EFT and what it is. If you already know what EFT is and you woke up a worrywart just like me, go through this EFT with me and see how you like it. Like I was saying, my mind kind of goes all over the place. I have some trouble with focusing on envisioning, and I'm much more, because I've said in past videos that I have sort of extra sensitive empathy. Some people, I relate to calling myself an empath because I'm just extra sensitive to energy. So I'm a feeler. And that's a lot more powerful for me. And if you're the same, then EFT will work probably a lot better than a lot of things will work for you. For anyone that has any confusion on what should work best, should I do the EFT? Should I do the TAT? Should I do the visualization? You know, I do all of them, but the most powerful for me and the quickest has been this EFT because I am a feeler. I'm an energy sensitive feeler, and much less than being able to focus my thoughts and visualization on one thing. So this works for me. If it works for you, wonderful. If it doesn't, move on to the next. So I'm going to start off, if you don't know the acupressure points that we're going to be pressing, the EFT tapping points, you can actually go to DariAwakened.com and there is a whole diagram of what the tapping points are, and there's a little bit more on EFT as well. But what we're going to be tapping today is, this is the karate chop point. As long as we're tapping about 5 to 7 times, we're going to put a minimal amount of pressure. Nothing too crazy. The next point is going to be in front of our eyebrow, sort of on that bone. Then we're going to tap the side of the eye, beneath the eye, again on that bone. We don't want to tap in our eye, but beneath the eye, underneath the nose, the chin, the collarbone. I just sort of tap everywhere. And underneath the armpits, sort of at the bra line. So those are the tapping points we're going to be working on today. If you don't remember them, I have a lot of friends that tell me, I mean, I'm a huge advocate of EFT. I have a lot of friends tell me, oh, I forget the tapping points, so I just sort of tap the karate chop and the collarbone. If you're in a stressful situation, just tapping one of those points, like just a lot of times while I'm driving, I'll just be sort of like frantically tapping my collarbone, and then you look a little bit more discreet. You don't look like a crazy person. I don't really care if I look like a crazy person because I will do EFT while I'm driving. You probably don't want to do that until you've gotten really good at it and you know what you're doing, but I do. I'll be like driving, you know, making these statements to myself, whatever my stress is for the day. So we don't have to do that. If you're driving watching this, that's probably not a great idea. So if you are driving watching this, pull over, please, and do some EFT with us. So here we go. EFT for a worrywart and waking up with fear. Here we go. We're going to start off with an even though type of affirmation. So we're going to say, even though I woke up with worry, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Now you can repeat after me or you can just follow along. I like to make the statement, if you make the statement in your head or if you make the statement out loud. I think it's more powerful for me when I make it out loud. But whatever you'd like to do. We're going to make the statement 3 times. Even though I woke up with fear and anxiety, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Now you can repeat that. Even though I woke up with my mind in all different directions, I choose to feel calm content, and clear-minded, and trusting. That's a big one. Take a deep breath in and out. We're going to go to the front beginning of the eyebrow. Oh, I woke up so worried today. Side of the eye. My head was filled with fear and worry and resentment about anything and everything. Below the eye. I woke up and it was like my mind just turned on with negativity. Below the nose. My mind couldn't stop getting off of my business and what's going on with new projects and how I'm not utilizing things properly and just everywhere. Below the chin or on the chin. I woke up with worry like I wake up with worry often. We're going to do the collarbone. And this worry really stresses me out. Under the arm. But I understand that in somehow, some way, I made the decision to worry when I woke up this morning. We're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to do another session. That was the tapping out. We're going to start to tap in some positive things. So, the front of the eye. I chose to worry this morning. And I recognize that it was my choice. Side of the eye. And I'm willing to see differently. Underneath the eye. I'm willing to see love instead of fear. Below the nose. I'm willing to see love instead of worry. On the chin. I'm willing to see love instead of fear. We're going to tap the collarbone. I choose to see love, peace, and trust instead of fear and worry. Under the arm. Even though I woke up with fear and worry, I am choosing to feel at peace, trust, and love instead. Take a deep breath. We're going to do one more round just because I'm still feeling a little bit here. We're going to do one more round of tapping in some positive energy. Okay? Front of the eye. I choose to feel and think love. I choose to see love. Underneath the eye. I choose to trust God and the universe with all of those silly things I was worrying about today. Underneath the nose. That was just the ego. And the ego likes to worry because the ego doesn't know that it is a part of God. So I'm going to let God handle this. Let go of my silly ego. Under at the chin. I am turning my mind around. I am turning my day around. And I'm going to just follow my guidance for the rest of the day because I can. On the collarbone. Oh, even though I was thinking from the ego this morning, out of fear, I let that go. I release and let that go. And just be happy. And I just decide to be the love and joy that I am. Underneath the arm. Oh, I am love, peace, and joy. And I accept that I am nothing but love, peace, and joy, just flowing with the universe. Thank you. Take a deep breath in. So what I'm experiencing right now, and what I tend to experience every time I do EFT, is sort of tingling throughout my whole body. And I feel a little bit better. I don't feel worrisome. Sometimes you don't even notice that things have changed because maybe you don't have a real grip on how you're feeling. Very important to drink a glass of water after you've done EFT. I'm already starting to get some cotton mouth. My words are jumbling a little bit if you don't notice. What happens is after EFT, what's happening during EFT when you're doing all this tapping and these affirmations is your brain is sort of working extra hard. You're changing the chemicals in your brain for the good. It's a good thing. Your brain is working. So you want to replenish yourself. So I hope that worked. A lot of times what they do in EFT is they'll rate that feeling of worry or whatever, the intense feeling, negative feeling, or the feeling that you're giving the meaning of negativity to. You'll rate that on a scale of 1 to 10, and then at the end sort of rate it again to see how it's worked for you, how you feel. Like I said, sometimes I don't even notice the change and in myself at the time, but I'll notice my change in the day and how my day progresses and how my energy is throughout the entire day. So I hope that was effective for you. You can replay this video anytime that you feel worry. I know that we all do as moms, as just creative minds, as entrepreneurs. We worry. We worry about everything. So with that, I want to announce the extremely exciting launch of DariAwaken.com. My blog has been just a blogger blog, and last week I felt guided to purchase DariAwaken.com and really turn this into something that is much more of a movement and even a business, and make this a business that is from my heart, and something that I just really enjoy doing, something that I do every day anyway. You know, I'm doing this EFT and all of this personal development work every day anyway, so just sharing it with you guys, walking through the journey with you. I really want to encourage you guys to come to DariAwaken.com and join the discussion. You can share it on your Facebooks as well when you come to DariAwaken.com. There is a Facebook comment box at the bottom of the page that you guys can join the conversation. Let me know what you do when you wake up with worry, if there's any practice that you would like to share with us. Or just let us know how you felt about this video. Did it help you? Did it not help you? What's your experience with EFT? Who's your favorite EFT practitioner? Join the conversation. And it's really about getting inspired and sharing inspiration on the website. So that's super exciting. Also, something that I added to the website is all of these many books that I read. I literally have this huge pile of books right in front of me. And this is just a random pile. I have books all over my house of these self-help and self-improvement and spiritual books that I read. What I've done for you guys is, if you want to get your next read, if you're anything like me, you're always looking for the new next thing, I have a store. If you go to the store link or the shop link at the top of DariAwaken.com, you can purchase all of the books that I read and love, and my favorite authors and all of the books that they provide, right from DariAwaken.com through the trusted site of Amazon.com. So you can get all your books straight from there, and it's really awesome. And I just wanted to make it a little bit easier for you guys to get all of your resources in one place. I will put a link to David Childerley's, one of his channels. He has a million channels. But I'll put a link to one of his channels on DariaAwaken.com as well. I hope that this video has helped you. I feel pretty good about that EFT that we did. I hope you were able to follow along. I know I go a little quick and I get into my own thing. But I hope it helped. And please go to DariaAwaken.com and join the conversation in the comment box below. Thank you so much. And continue to watch these videos and visit and share with your friends and all of that wonderful stuff. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have a guided day and a peaceful day. And I hope that your day is filled with wonder. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.